What is up, future millionaires? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Ellie Talks Money. And in today's video, we are going to get real. We are going to get honest and talk about time management. Okay, listen, I'm going to share with you guys some of my favorite tips, tools, and strategies for you to manage your time better this year, because time is money, all right? So grab your notebook, grab a pen, and let's get into these gems.
Ellie talks money to create the better days. Business, money, life, the Ellie way.
All right, y'all, welcome back into the video. So time management, right? It's this daunting thought, this thing that, you know, now with social media and these phones and the fact that we have all these distractions, time management can be pretty difficult. But as you are growing your business, you want to achieve financial freedom, you want to make more money, I can honestly tell you time management is one of the most important things you have to master in order to see more success and more accomplishments in terms of how far you go with your business. So I want to share with you guys some tools and some tips and strategies that have really helped me get my time management together and that I know will help you too. So you guys know that I'm a mom of 4. I'm also currently expecting, okay? I'm also married. I currently live in Senegal, West Africa, which we moved here about 8 months ago. So we'll be here for a year or two. But I've got a lot going on, right? Kids, laundry, food, business. I have a whole team, parents, you know, all the stuff, and gotta try to take care of myself a little bit and sleep. So with all those things going on, and I'm sure you've got a busy life too, sometimes your time gets away from you. But one thing I always remind myself is that we have the same 24 hours in a day as Beyonce. We got the same 24, okay? So if Beyonce can get amazing things done, we can too. But one thing I know is that her time management has got to be on point. So tip number 1 in terms of improving your time management this year is really taking inventory of your time allocation. Now, this is the part that's gonna make you feel like, dang, I've been using my time all wrong. But every single one of you, if you have an iPhone and maybe even on the Androids, I'm not quite sure, but you are able to look at your screen time. And so you need to be seeing, well, how much time am I spending on social media? How much time am I spending on TikTok? How much time am I spending just, you know, looking at my phone, right? Reading different things. That's really gonna help you see that you have a lot more time than you realize. Every time I take an inventory of how I'm using my time, I realize that I've got at least 5 or 6 hours that I'm just kind of, you know, maybe scrolling, not really doing anything useful, right? That could be reallocated to something that would push me in the direction of my goals. Now, let me just say this disclaimer. Time management does not mean you should never have any downtime. We cannot be on 24/7, right? You've got to rest, and that doesn't include sleep. You've got to sleep, but you've also got to rest, right? And so that means sometimes just sitting, not doing anything, not thinking about anything, and really just rejuvenating your mind and your body. So time management doesn't mean using every single hour of the 24, but we've got to look at how are we using our hours so that we can use our active hours in a more useful and productive way. So with that step, right, looking at how you're allocating your time, the first thing I want you to do is set some time limits on your phone. This really helped me. I have my time limit set to, I want to say 2 hours a day on social media. And you guys know I use social media for my business, but that really helped me to separate using social media for my business versus just using it for entertainment. I can get on, schedule my posts, do what I have to do to make sure I'm promoting my business, my product, my services, and then boom, have a little bit of time to scroll and, you know, do the things. But once that 2-hour timer hits, on to the next thing. All right. So speaking of timing and setting limits, that leads me into tip number 2, which is really to set up time blocks throughout your day. Now, there's some great apps that you can use for time blocking, and I can list a few down below in the description. But what I use is just my calendar, right? So pretty much every event that I have for the day, whether it's a meeting or a call or time to record, is all set up in blocks on my calendar, okay? This is what I like to call time blocks. So you wanna do the same thing. And what this helps you to do is really allocate specific time blocks to do specific tasks. Sometimes when we step into our day, we've got a long to-do list, right? I've got to do this, I got to make this video, I got to do this content, I got to send this email, I got to, right? The list goes on. But if we don't set up blocks of time to get those items done, a lot of the time we find that we go into the next day and some of those things are still not complete. So setting up time blocks means, let's say from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., you're blocking out that time just to create content. From 1 p.m. to 1:30, you're blocking out that time just to respond to emails. Now, the way you're gonna make sure that this time blocking really works for you is to respect the blocks, okay? Respect the blocks. So that means from that 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. time frame, if you're supposed to be recording your videos, once 1 p.m. hits, you've gotta switch over to the next task, which is whatever you've set it up as, right? And this ensures that by the time a 2-hour or 3-hour window has passed, you've really efficiently gotten stuff done in your business, which is an amazing feeling, right? Sometimes if we try to multitask, okay? And I'm a mom, so I know that us parents, we do have some special skills at multitasking, but when it comes to your business, there is nothing like having dedicated time to do that one specific thing and get it done, okay? Sometimes when we multitask, we actually end up using more time and we're only finishing a task 50% or 75% of the way. So that's a really key one that I want you guys to implement right now. Now, I've got 2 more tips for you guys, and the last one is definitely my favorite. So tip number 3 for time management is delegation. Listen up, I'm talking to you. You do not have to do it all, okay? And coming from the person who always thinks I have to do it all, I'm telling you, free yourself from this mentality. You do not have to do it all by yourself. Delegate, delegate, delegate. Now, does this mean you have to hire a full team? No, right? I have a team of 10 or so people that I work with at this phase of, this level that I'm in my business. But at the very beginning, I was delegating by hiring short-term contractors on websites like Fiverr and Upwork. This is a great thing for you to do so you can gain your time back. If you were going to spend 2 hours, let's say designing a landing page, right? How about not, okay? How about don't do that? How about don't spend 2 or 3 hours creating that ebook and instead hire someone, pay them $40 to get the task done for you, and now you've gained your 2 to 3 hours back. Time is money, y'all. Listen, and you can always make more money, but you cannot get back more time. So you'll find that when you kind of take some of these tasks off your plate and assign them to someone who is qualified to do them and can get it done pretty quickly, you've gotten some time back, which now you can put towards something else that is in your zone of genius, right? We wanna make sure that we're using our time towards the things that most efficiently bring us more money, bring us more productivity, bring us more customers. And for you, that might be content creation. So we don't wanna lose 3 hours of creating content because we've gotta spend 3 hours, drafting up a self-care workbook, right? Not when we have places like Etsy, Fiverr, Upwork, so many different sites where you can simply just hire someone or pay someone $20 and get the product done. So that's a really key thing, is what tasks can you take off of your plate and give to someone else so that you gain that time back. And remember, as business owners, this is a tax write-off. So when you do hire a contractor or pay for a service, that's a completely tax deductible expense, which is great because now it almost makes it free, right? When it comes time for your tax season and you have to report all your expenses, you're able to remove that from your total taxable income, which is a benefit for you. And last but not least, this is my favorite tip, especially for Sundays. I believe that Sunday nights are the prime time to set your week up for success, okay? And what I like to do on Sunday is list out everything I would like to achieve that following week. So how much money I wanna make, how many videos I wanna post, how many followers I wanna gain, what tasks I wanna get done, just list everything out. And then what you wanna go and do is divide those tasks up, 3 to 4 per each day. So Monday, all right, I'm gonna tackle these 3. Tuesday, these 3, et cetera, and et cetera, and et cetera. And what this does is it gives you a clear objective for each day. If we walk into the week with this huge list of to-dos, that can be a little bit intimidating. And I'm sure you can relate, sometimes a long to-do list is the #1 producer of anxiety, right? So instead of that, assign each day with a particular set of tasks. That way you know exactly what you need to go in and do on Monday. And then if you finish those tasks early, great, get started on your tasks for Tuesday. But what you'll find is that by the time you get to Thursday or Friday, the end of the week, you've gotten so much done. And it's such a rewarding feeling because as business owners, we need those small wins, right? And sometimes a small win is boom, I cleared everything off my to-do list for Monday. That's a great feeling. So you can go into Tuesday feeling like, yes, I'm gonna be productive. And that energy really does carry in through the rest of the week to help you feel more successful and have more success. So I want you guys to comment down below, what's your biggest challenge with time management? Let's talk about it. And I also wanna make sure that you turn on your post notifications because you guys know I go live several times a week doing live Q&As and just talking to you all. And I wanna make sure that you don't miss those things, okay? In the description, you're going to see some of my free resources to help you grow your business. Make sure that you take my free business quiz, which is going to direct you on your quickest path to your first million, all right? Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.